They are mainly accountable for the professional management of a company. A company secretary can be fired at any time without any prior written notice if he has been proved. You are winding up. Now, before that, you would have made a contract from a company secretary saying that for 3 years you will be taken as a company secretary. Now, if you go with the moral erosion, what happens is there are many of the people who misuse the power and get the things. Hello, everybody. A warm welcome to one and all. I'm Abhilash Chandra from the Department of Commerce and Management in Vidhyashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome to all the students here. Now, this session is very important because you will get a question from this session that is for 10 marks, and the session topic is all about the dismissal of company secretary. That means what are the process and procedure for dismissing a company secretary. The first one is a company secretary has a great role in every stage of company formation. We know that without a company secretary, the memorandum of association or article of association becomes incomplete. That is, you need to have a company secretary who will go with the signatory work in the memorandum of association and article of association. But a company need to dismissal a secretary sometime, right? Yes, because though company is perpetual succession but not the members. Now, what are the procedures I'll be explaining you, but you are supposed to know that the dismissal of company secretary is possible. They are mainly accountable for the professional management of a company in relation to ensure observance with constitutional and authoritarian requirement and ensuring the board decisions are effectively implemented. So these are the company secretary people they are supposed to do. They have a lot of role, they have a lot of duty, plus they have authority as well as responsibility. Now here you need to understand that a company secretary can actually go with a kind of a reason of dismissal, that is on the ground of disqualification, on the charge with irregularities, on the ground of winding up of a company. See, now you will wind up a company. Why do you need a company secretary? That is a question mark, right? So first thing here is disqualification happens. Irregularity of a company secretary, now you can give him warning, you can give us n number of warnings plus punishment, but even if he or she will not be regular on time, then what happens is it's the other way around, saying that you are supposed to fire that person. Now, convene board meetings, intimate the secretary, and then end of the contract of the company secretary. So these are the dismissal of company secretary. The reason for dismissal of a company secretary are in these bases. The first one is on the ground of disqualification. Now, on the ground of disqualification, what happens here is a company secretary is an employee of the company. He is generally appointed for a certain period. Employee-employer affiliation exists between a company secretary and the company. Whenever a person is appointed as company secretary, an employer-employee relationship exists between him and the company. If the board of directors is not satisfied, if the board of directors is not satisfied with the work of the secretary, they can terminate him. That is subject to serving a written notice to the secretary as is mentioned in the contract of services. Now, each and every company will have their own terms and conditions, their own code of conduct, their own way of dismissing a company secretary. Now, if that person feels, right, that is the contract is done, now it is a time for the company secretary to resign and he should go. If he won't resign, then because the contract is all done, now there will be a dismissal of a company secretary due to disqualification. Now, these are the things which you should know. Second is on the charge with irregularity. On the charge with irregularity. Now, a company secretary may be dismissed without notice. Without notice, if he is charged with willful disobedience, misconduct, moral turpitude, the negligence of duties, permanent disabilities, etc. Now, if you have the permanent disability, say mentally he is disturbed, and that too permanently because of an accident or something kind of a thing, situation which has happened, and he cannot recover back. Now, all these grounds you can actually dismiss a company secretary. A company secretary can be fired at any time without any prior written notice if he has been proved. Has the first one is has a fraud. Now, the entire responsibility lies in the company secretary. If the board of directors find that the company secretary is misusing his powers and authorities and he is making mint money to himself and his family relatives, now what happens is the company's money is being used by the company secretary, and there is a lot of fraudulent act in the balance sheet or in the working conditions. Now, if he is making money in a different way of unfair trade practice, now what happens is you can dismiss him without giving a notice at all. Now, to break the code of conduct. Now, here you need to understand, when we go with company secretary, he becomes a professional. When you have professionalism in this office, you need to actually abide by the code of conduct which is actually drawn by the promoters to the board of director to the managing director. Now, if the company secretary will breach or break the code of conduct, now he can be removed or terminated from his contract. To have moral erosion. Now, here when we go with the moral erosion, I'll tell you what it is. Certain things a company secretary should do and certain things he shouldn't do it. Now, if you go with the moral erosion, what happens is there are many of the people who misuse the power and get the things done for themselves for favoring somebody else and doing all fraudulent things. When we go with this fraud and moral erosion, what happens is you should have certain ethics in your work. If you don't have those ethics, what happens is you cannot do better in the organization. When you feel that whatever is morality is there and you are supposed to go for it, it is good. But if you break out of the box and then you do something which is injustice to yourself as well as to your entire company men, now that is where the company secretary can be dismissed. To neglect duty intentionally. Now, unintentionally, people are there who will actually make mistake. That's why we say error is human. But intentionally, when you are doing it, we never call it as a mistake, right? It is something called a fraudulent thing, which is you are doing it purposely. Now, if the duties of a company secretary will not be carried by a company secretary, then who will do it? So the board of directors will firstly they'll be giving few of the warnings, but let me be very frank with you. As I told you, error is human. But if a company secretary will does any mistake or if he does anything intentionally, what happens is it is a great loss for the company because everything is relied upon a company secretary. Everybody are dependent on company secretary, and if he does it intentionally, then think about it. Does he really want to work or does he want to make a company lose? So these are the questions. That's the reason the board of director will take a very strict action if a company secretary does anything that is neglecting a duty intentionally. To have permanent inability. Now, inability to perform. Now, there are n number of examples which we can draw back, and we can actually draw and we can actually tell you that what really had happened. One of a company in Surat. Now, there was a company secretary and he met with an accident and permanently he went for a coma. Now, the company really paid the person for at least 3 to 4 years, but they cannot give him a job of the same position of being a company secretary. The reason is what? It's all because of a permanent inability. And the last one, lack of confidence and interpersonal skills. Now, while hiring a person as a company secretary, you feel that the person is really capable of it and you have given him the opportunity. After months or say 6 months or 7 months, now you got to know that the person really is incapable of handling situation and he don't have any interpersonal skills. Now what happens is you can't stay with the same person and you can't run your business as well. So that is a time you will be giving a written notice to the company secretary saying that you will be dismissed on the basis of these grounds. And when I tell you all these things, please understand that there is a certain procedure and process where the company secretary will actually go with it. That is, we'll be going with the next session where I'll be explaining you what are the process. Next is on the ground of winding up of a company. Now, when a company is being wind up, now how will you have a company secretary? How will you pay him the salary? So at the time of winding up of a company, the company secretary will be discharged as other employees of the company. During winding up of a company, the company secretary is discharged like other employees. When I say that, you people need to know that other employees and a company secretary both will be acted as same. That is, even a company secretary is like a employee, right? And here is an employee-employer relationship exist between a company secretary and the company, which is, you know, that if the board of directors is not satisfied with the performance of a company secretary, they can remove him from giving prior written notice. If winding up takes place before the termination of a fixed term, he can argue compensation for the break of contract. Now here what happens is you are winding up. Now before that, you would have made a contract from a company secretary saying that for 3 years you will be taken as a company secretary. Now within 2 years you are winding the business. Now the company secretary can ask for a compensation because there is a break of contract. Right now, please understand these are the new words called break of contract. Now what exactly the break of contract? If winding up takes place before the termination of the fixed term, he can argue or he can actually go for compensation for the break of contract. See, it is not so easy to remove a company secretary because you can treat a company secretary as an employee. But when it comes to termination, what happens is, say you have given him like 3 years contract, you have done as a company secretary, he should be serving you for 3 years. Now, business is uncertain, business has a lot of risk. Now, you cannot run the business. Now, within 2 years, you will wind up. Now, a company secretary can actually ask for a compensation because there is something called break of contract. Now, this is what it is called as on the grounds of winding. On the grounds of what? Winding up of the company. Next one is now convene board meeting. Now convene board meeting in the sense after giving a kind of a written thing to the company secretary, now you are supposed to actually say that on what grounds or what basis you are dismissing him. After giving becomes aware to all directors, a board meeting should be convened in order to take decisions of removing the accessible company secretary. If company secretary are named in the article of association, it is also need to be altered. Now, company secretary acts like a signatory person. That means he is also in a senior official post. When he becomes a senior official post, what happens is there's something called article of association, where in article of association, if his name is there, next when you go for article of association, you are supposed to edit it and you are supposed to remove his name. Now intimate the secretary. Now the secretary to be removed shall be intimated, concerned board decisions, and should be asked to give a demonstration to the board within 15 days of intimation. Now here what happens is, when you go for an intimation for a secretary who has been removed or who will be removed in early, now what happens is he will have a prior kind of a notice, that is within 15 days you are supposed to ask a demonstration to the board, and that is what you are supposed to do. Now there will be people called board of directors and the other directors who will examine that how the dismissal will happen, and you need to give a same kind of a time for the company secretary to also come up with his own answers, and within 15 days this is to be set right. Now after that, if he is removed, then you are supposed to change his name in memorandum of association as well as in the article of association. When more than memorandum of association, you are supposed to focus on article of association, because his name will be there in the signatory and his roles and everything will be written, and who is the company secretary will also be mentioned. End of the contract of the company secretary, that is, a company secretary is selected for a permanent term. There are few times it is not permanent at all. If the board of directors does not renovate the agreement, then his agreement ends up routinely. Now here you are supposed to always go for not lifetime, because I'll tell you, who knows that what will happen in the future. That's the reason you are supposed to go with the board of directors does not renovate. If they don't renovate the agreement, then his agreement ends up routinely. And these are the things which you are supposed to know as a company secretary dismissal. Now what exactly it is, he is a person who is a senior official now as well as a senior officer. Now dismissing a company secretary is not an easy task. You are supposed to give him a prior notice, and then there should be like 15 days where the board of directors should actually listen to a company secretary whether he is guilty or he is not guilty. If you feel that he is incapable, then you can actually remove. If he does any fraudulent act or intentionally he is doing something which is causing a bad mark for the company, you can remove him without giving any notice. But what they usually do is, officially you are supposed to go for a proper case study and then you are supposed to remove the company secretary. If you have any doubt regarding this, please do call us. We are always there to help you. Thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you.